that we have during the time we're here. Part of it descends into the body, which functions as a shoe for the soul, meaning, just like the shoe is not a garment for the whole body, just a covering for the bottom part of it, so too the body is not a garment cloaking the entire soul. Rather, it functions as a covering for just the lower part of the soul. The body is like a shoe to the soul, cloaking only the lower part of it. And this is the meaning of remove your shoes from your feet, which God said to Moshe at the burning bush, meaning remove the body, meaning charge up, elevate the soul to the point that even the lowest part of the soul, which normally can be contained in the physical body, even that will not be able to be contained by this body, and it will rise up above the body. So too by removing our leather shoes, by removing the shoes, that is this idea that we are lifting ourselves up beyond the physical restraints and the physical pulls, material pulls that we have in this world. With this, sometimes people will say, Rabbi, you telling me that there's a halacha on how to put on your shoes, how to take off your shoes? I mean, come on. That's so trivial. There are halachot that you put the right shoe on first, and then the left shoe, and at night you take off the left shoe and the right shoe. I mean, isn't that a little bit much? Right? Are we trying to become the nation of OCD over here? That everything is going to be, exactly how to do it? But when we understand that the taking off the shoes represents the soul leaving the body, so what does that actually mirror in our life odyssey? The end. Taking off the shoes represents the point when the soul will leave the body. That's what that represents. That's why in a situation of levirate marriage, chalitza, I'm not going to the whole thing, but if I'm not going to go there, it's just too much background information in order to get there, right? But there too, it's chalitzat hana'al, right? It's the soul leaving this earth and not having a shoe, not having a body to connect to. So if that's the case, then we can understand, this simple act that we're doing is a reflection of birth, the shoe going on, and death, the shoe coming off. And therefore, we can understand that there will be some aspects of that, right? So we do the right shoe first. The right represents chesed, and the left represents din. The right represents kindness, graciousness, and the left represents judgment, law. And therefore we hope that we lead, right? So we put on the shoe first, it's chesed first. Let the chesed be there before the din arrives. We're taking it off, let the din leave and the chesed remain. These are otherworldly aspects that we are touching upon, and therefore they make sense. There are things that we don't understand the meaning of it. You have a child who goes with his dad to work in Nevada, in this big underground center over there, which is where the controls for all the nuclear warheads are, right? Oh, here's a nice red button, right? That looks interesting, right? And he doesn't know, right, that to him it's a nice red button, right? A lot of the things that we do, we don't recognize the import and the impact that these things, what they mirror, what they represent, and the effects that they have. And yes, and there are halachot that help guide us, shepherd us through these encounters, even if we are not fully aware of what they represent and how they affect. Yes, Lana.
When we pass on to Olam Haba, how long does the soul leave the body right away, or does the soul linger?
So our understanding is that the different stages that we have in our mourning process, which is until the burial, and then the Shiva, and then the Shloshim, those all represent the stages of the soul's odyssey. Right? That's why we try to have a minyan in the house where the person lived. Right? Because it's a transitional stage for the soul as it crosses what we call that Gesher HaChaim, the bridge of life, and it goes on to the next stage, and it goes in stages, and that is what our observances, they mirror those stages. Okay, the rest I'll leave for you to go and look on your own. I have some pieces over here also on Kol Nidre and on the Yud Gimel Midot, the 13 attributes of mercy. So I encourage you all you can hold on to your sheets if you like, and do some perusing.
So we hear commonly spoken of nefesh, ruach, and neshama. Are those lower